What is going on, guys? Today we're looking at the best meta wingers in FC24. Let's get straight to it. I've got a few different kind of budgets that we can go with. This is the absolute low of the low. There isn't many now under 100k that I'm like, I would recommend. And to be honest, you've more than likely got better than all 6 of these players. Diaby's in here twice purely on the different versions. If you need a left wing or a right wing, then obviously they've got you covered with the fire and ice. I would say I much prefer the kind of fire, even though we have got a massive playstyle plus and playstyle reduction in most areas, it seems, with the new patch. There's most definitely still some room that the pace side of Diaby will definitely win you through. Politano, a great rating for the price, 38,000 coins for a 90 rated right wing. Definitely not the worst. Travella Plus always had decent stats, just never enough to be warranted a very expensive player. I don't know what it is with him, but he's the same as Berardi. They could have a 91 middle of January and it'd still be about 50,000 coins. It could be the first 91 and they'd still be the cheapest going. It's crazy when it comes to him, but still a very good card from a relatively new promo as well. Same with obviously Gully. Very, very good price. I said this when he came out, even though the playstyle pluses are not number 1 on the list 100% of the time, still very good stats, and under 100k for a hero, you don't see that very often. When it comes to Teller, I love the Rapid Plus, hence why Dembele's in here as well. The only thing that he really hasn't got going for him is the skill moves. 3-star is not going to be enough, hence why the price definitely dropped down massively. But Dembele is going to be my favourite in this group. I loved him from the start of the game. The gold card was phenomenal. We needed a bit of an upgrade. He did get the road to the knockout prior to this card anyway, but we got the inform, still got the Rapid Plus and the 5-5, which is what he starts the game with, and he definitely is 100% worth 95,000 coins.
If your team's looking like this, then I have the place for you. Head over to U7Buy for all your coin needs. They're cheap, fast, and reliable, but make sure to use JT11 at the checkout for 6% off all of your coin orders.
Now we kick it up a gear pretty quickly. We go straight into the Vinny, 150,000, I think the second most expensive gold card currently, with everybody else absolutely on the floor of price, which is what you expect. Gold cards have been out now from the start of the game, and we're now in March. It's bound to happen, but Vinny keeping his price, it just reminds me very much of your Ronaldo, your Messi, your Neymar sort of esque gold cards. So it's very nice to see from him. He obviously has upgrades that are going to be later on this list. I've tried to give not necessarily everybody multiple cards in this, because some players do. Hansen obviously has a team of the year. Not everybody can afford a 7 mil card. So if they have got a card that's worth a crazy amount, I've tried to put both in their respective tiers as well. Diani, 245, right wing or striker. Very, very good card to pick up. McManaman, he's one of them ones that started the game and I thought, okay, he's going to be in the mud. He's going to be one of them heroes we just forget about, and that's kind of all they wrote. He has had a very, very nice glow up. He may not be the number 1 right wing you want to go with. And sometimes that's okay. You're not necessarily going to get your Ronaldinhos, your Peles, your top level Garrincha, Jarzinho. It's not going to happen every single player. But McManaman, his hero was a little bit trash, not going to lie. I liked the upgrade for the UCL. It definitely worked. We've now got the fantasy. They could have potentially gone for a new set of playstyle pluses. Now we're kind of really figuring out it doesn't matter anymore, because they're going to just manipulate it a different way anyway. For 200,000, he can still get the upgrades, 91 rated. I'm never going to complain. Kvaratskhelia is very much just like Dembele, but without the playstyle plus that I really like. He's a 5-5 originally. His 89 was a little bit expensive because he got the double playstyle plus, but it was like 700-800k. I'm not paying like a 500-600k difference for a Flair playstyle plus. It isn't happening. Dybala is one of the player of the months that is out right now. He is absolutely fresh, so you've got a lot of times to get him done, and I've always liked Dybala. Normally the team of the season goes in, and hopefully I'm pretty sure this solidifies it, because 2 player of the months, it's got to be a team of the season, surely. Saka, on the other hand, 91. We definitely could do with an upgrade soon. Whether we see a 5-5 foot birthday Saka, that could be the interesting one. 91 rated now. The price is slowly coming down for the team of the group stage, purely on the fact that the 85 mixed campaign bag came back out, and that one has definitely lowered a lot of these prices. Hansen's always been fantastic as well at 300k. She's got the pace, the dribbling, the shooting, the passing. She has got everything when it comes to that Liga F Barca team. Felix, on the other hand, I thought I'd chuck this one in because I do like his body type, his stats, the 5'4", everything about Felix is always going in the right direction. We love a team of the season Felix if we could find one, but we do have a brand new showdown we'll talk about very, very shortly. Now, Ribery, he's a funny one because I really thought he would be absolutely in that top category. He's very meta relevant for the game, especially for a winger. He's 5'7", so he's got the short advantage, but then has the agility balance present. He's normally pretty quick on the ball. Shooting's decent enough, and yes, we do have the team of the year, which is light years better than this one, but I thought the base would definitely come in better priced and better rated, to be honest. But it is me. Still a very good card. You're never going to turn a 5-star down. Nico Williams, a great upgrade from his dynasties. Him and Inaki Williams had a very nice pair in there, but the future star definitely takes it to that next level. 89 rated, quick step ping pass, 4-star, 5-star, a brilliant card you can get. Whether you'd pay the 360, that's going to be under the question. But Dembele again gets himself a feature at 450. This is the card that came out right at the start of the game. He managed to get the upgrades, which was necessary. Still got the Rapid Plus, which is absolutely vital for this card. And then we're into like the mid-top sort of era. So we've got kind of two big squads coming after this. This is kind of your middle ground, your 500 to I think about 800-900 give or take. We've obviously got a couple of future stars in here. Hemp with the whipped pass, that is a massive one for an SBC. Rodman with a quick step, one of the original kind of American trios everyone was making at the start of the game with your Morgans or your Smith, your Rodman, your Swanson. Whether Swanson gets an upgrade to make the trio again. Obviously Alex Morgan's got herself a winter wildcard in a moment. Smith has Trailblazer and Team of the Year. Rodman's got a very nice upgrade into this one as well. Hemp was one of them ones that just everybody liked. She had the Thunderstruck. It was a decent card. This card came out at 500. To be honest, it's not bad value now in comparison to what we have been getting. The Man U striker, Fantasy, very nice. Stat-wise, I loved the inform of her, the 88. Was a very, very good card. The wing play was phenomenal. The 4-5, the pace, the acceleration. Shooting-wise was decent enough. Dribbling was definitely good enough. And then the physicality side of stuff was just, it was there. 94 is absolutely crazy still with upgrades available. And Ginola is Ginola. We don't have to go over him too much. He's a 5-star king. We have got the triple threat coming as well, but they are arguably more strikers than wingers at times. I definitely would go more striker, but you can still play the left wing if you really wanted to. And one with Diaz, I'm surprised he's managed to keep this price. We obviously saw Saka drop down to about 350, 360. Diaz was around the 800 mark, I believe. He's now dropped to 580 without a playstyle plus. It just tells you how good this card was. Now Martinelli is one I was debating putting in or not, because I feel like at the time he was one of the better wingers you could get other than icons for the price that you could get him at. And most definitely it stayed true to his word. I don't think you'd have had to upgrade quickly with him. Maybe you got to now and then kind of thought, okay, now I need somebody a little bit better. But I feel like he definitely held his own bargain, that he was going to be in people's teams for quite some time. Garrincha and Jarzinho, we've got their bases in here. I'm not necessarily a massive fan of base best. He just didn't really have it. Whereas I think with Garrincha, the Trickster's not necessarily my number one favourite play, but he still absolutely owns it. Whereas Jarzinho definitely coming in more of the expensive one of the trio. The Rapid Plus is going to always put him ahead in that one. Butra, love him as a striker, but this version with a 4-5 is definitely a massive upgrade on the icon, and I'd play him at left wing if needed. He is going to be phenomenal there. Future, love the fantasy, incisive and rapid, just work on that wing. I've managed to have his UCL from the pre-order pack, haven't quite managed to pack this one yet, but we have played with him and he's just brilliant going forward. We absolutely love an upgraded Future. He seemed to be that sort of card you'd want to get from just the normal hero, and every upgrade is definitely taking it to the next level. Then we have the brand new Felix, 780. So we've got a difference in 350 to 780 in prices for one upgrade if Barcelona lose. They are, I believe, away as well at Atletico Madrid, so that's going to be already quite a difficult game to play, to be honest. So whether he gets the upgrade is really up for question. I have seen this card in a red champs card as well, and he looks absolutely incredible. But he needs the upgrade. If this card gets upgraded to 91, that will be insane for him. 91, throw the showdown bonus on him. Honestly, he could be absolutely goated on a winger. He literally would be team of the season level without a shadow. Again, the only problem with him that you could even find any fault, maybe the 5-5 needed to be, but the playstyle pluses, again, are not necessarily incredible. Now this is where prices just start to get silly. We start off with Kelly, another very good winger going in. Obviously we have Hemp on one side, Kelly on the other, but the big thing with this card is rapid plus and whipped pass. A beautiful combination. 4-star, 5-star as well. You're never going to complain. Now Salah, I'm surprised this is the highest price he goes to. Does mean, do we see a full birthday of him? Again, you've got to go with cards that haven't been upgraded recently or just could do with that selling point. And most definitely I feel like Haaland's definitely a shout, Salah's up there, and there is quite a few more that we could actually go with and kind of say who's going to be the front runner in this ultimate birthday, because there's got to be a couple of them and we have had 0 leaks as of yet. But Salah's always going to be phenomenal. There's so many different versions. Obviously the best one's going to be the Team of the Year honourable without a shadow of an imagination. Ansu and Willian now I'm kind of half and half with. I think in terms of the card, very good. Card is brilliant. The only thing I have a problem with is 1.1 mil and 1.2. I don't think there would be a time, day, place, year that I'd ever pay 1 million coins for these two cards, either of them. Like, yes, Ansu can still go up technically. I just still do not think they're worth over 1 million. Kind of the same with Doku and also Garnacho. Very, very good cards. They've had a lovely upgrade for the future stars, and I think if you're trying to build a Man City, a Man U team, then that's fair enough. They're going to be the best versions of them. Whether we see an evolution point for them, I don't know if they've... Well, I know full well Garnacho probably hasn't done enough for Team of the Season. I don't think on a wing perspective Doku has either. So whether this is going to be their final form of a card prior to Team of the Season, they could always get footies. That is definitely something I could see. I could probably see a player pick between them, to be honest. You'd probably add another winger on there. I don't think you'd go Cole Palmer. Trying to think of kind of other wingers on that same caliber level, what future stars have given them, but that could be another way to get a better version. But right now, these are the best two. Again, like Ansu and Willian, I don't know if I'd pay 1.4 and 1.6 for them. Rashford, to some extent, I agree with as well, but he always has that kind of goods to go with. He has got Rapid Plus, like Doku, could do with that upgrade as well. He's one that definitely could be in an ultimate birthday of some kind. As I think this was, this is the newest version of him, Fire and Ice, which was just before Team of the Year, so it's been a couple of promos prior to that. Whether we see a 5-5 Rashford, it's definitely not the first. It won't be the first time that he's got it. So that could be a good indication from him. So Salah and Rashford as two wingers on the team could be not a bad shout. Then we obviously have the famous trio. Georgie Best Team of the Year, still in SBCs at this moment in time. We have then got Jarzinho as a SBC, definitely still in active time. And then Garrincha we haven't quite got, but we do have an Encore pack that does technically have him in there. Now, I probably would pay for these sort of cards. Yes, SBCs alone, Jarzinho even just as a normal card is going to be a phenomenal one. He's still got that Rapid Plus. We've got First Touch Technical on Best. Very, very nice card. I don't know if I'd go back and pay the SBC again after playing a few hundred matches with him. He's good, but again, 1.5 is a crazy price tag to put on him. I do like Garrincha in most aspects, but he definitely needs the double. We're going to be getting Foot Birthday or Ultimate Birthday icons as well, so that again is going to come with a whole load of upgrades for players that we might not have known we're getting already. And then obviously Diaz, lovely fantasy. We loved the Road to the Knockout. Yeah, it was the Road to the Knockout with no Playstyle Plus. Quick Step Technical. Honestly, you could have given him anything and it would have been a nice upgrade regardless. Obviously, being a fantasy, will be still upgraded as well. So he has definitely got a bright future at 2.2 mil. I'd be interested to see where he goes next. And then we have the top list. Chiesa has just managed to squeeze himself on, same as Diaz at 2.2. Rapid plus with the Trivela, very nice combination. We love a big boy Chiesa. Ginola, like we said, we don't really need too much going on with him. He again could be more striker than left wing, but even so, a 5-5 gem, now into an SB as a C as well, like Best and also Jarzinho. He's going to be one of the ones everybody will be gunning for. We finally find our first upgrade for Vinny. He has obviously got the Thunderstruck, but they're both very similar in price and exactly the same rating. He again is just going to be the next Neymar effect to the game, especially when Neymar, Messi, Ronaldo are actually gone. They're going to be taking the kind of the torch. They're going to be taking the top ratings of FIFA, hopefully to a new level, whether we see that. Ribery, Team of the Year icon. We got to love him, 2.7. I'd have kind of wanted one a little bit cheaper as well, maybe like a mil Ribery, just to see the kind of balance between him. But again, he's a 5-5, so he more than likely wouldn't get an ultimate birthday, because that is going to be focused on upgrading cards by all standards to a 5-5, a 5-4, or a 4-5. Ribery is already there, so I can imagine we won't see him now until we get into the footies. We obviously have got Ronaldinho's kind of all versions here, because 4.3, 8.2, and 14.2. All of them are insane. I would love... It's a shame that we got a future star, because I'd have loved a 5-5 Ronaldinho. I do not think we're getting an ultimate birthday Ronaldinho. If we do, that's absolutely crazy, because literally, future star was it Fantasy, then Future Star, so it literally was a promo ago. I know we're in Showdown, but it's not necessarily a promo. That most definitely would be insane to get, but I do not think that's going to happen anytime soon. Leao, another one like Ansu, even though I love Leao's cards. This year he is going to be brilliant, again with the Rapid and Whipped. Beautiful card, but 4.8 mil is extortionate. It is purely down to the fact that he is upgradable, so if you did hold this card, potentially AC Milan could do really well in the Europa League, so he more than likely will get the upgrades, but they are span across months. So he isn't necessarily worth it for the right now, but the price is always going to reflect the future prospects from him. Neymar still holding a lovely 4 million price from his Ice version. Obviously his Fire is going to be more striker based, but a 5-5 absolute gem. Again, one that could just do with a double play style, maybe even just an upgrade somewhere. It'd be interesting to see what goes on with Team of the Season, as again, I don't see him an ultimate birthday. It's why I kind of see the Haalands, because they're going to be focusing on the skills and weak foot. If that's going to be the case, Neymar does not need them. So in terms of that, we more than likely only seen him at Team of the Season. And if he's done enough for the Saudi, that's going to be brilliant. But if not, I guarantee we get a Moments or some sort of SBC pack to be able to get him in. We then have Dembele, the final form of him. Beautiful card. It is such a shame PSG are just having incredible bad luck for him. Rapid and technical, 4.3, 5-5 still obviously, and an incredible shooting upgrade. He is an absolute baller. I really hope he's done enough for a Team of the Season, because this card is like a 95, 96 would be a joke. And the top of the top, Team of the Year, Hansen. Whipped past Trivela, 7.8 million, literally the second underneath Ronaldinho in terms of an actual winger. You could throw a Messi in this standpoint, but he is more of a centre forward striker / cam, whereas Hansen is the absolute GOAT in this game for a Team of the Year. So let me know down below your wingers, left and right, who you got. Catch you all for the next one. Peace.